Hi, my name's Bryce. That intro always takes longer than I expected to whenever we're coming in from the map, and I haven't played in a while. So, hey, we're back. My name's Bryce. This is VHS play. Blah 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 blah. Last time, that blah words that threw me off a lot. But why restart the episode when I can just ramble my way through it? Let's go. So yeah, we're going into this forest to find a wolf and probably a kid. Also, I forgot to mention, when I was changing discs over to move on to disc 3, I realized that disc 1 had Dart, disc 2 had Rose, and disc 2 seemed to like go into Rose's backstory, kind of. Disc 3 has Shauna, so hey, maybe we're going to be getting more about Shauna. And then disc 4 has Lavitz, who died a while ago. So... I think they just really wanted to be like, no, he's a main character, we swear. Hello, weird tree creature. Oh good, I just bought 3 of those. Okay, so this is just a thing about JRPGs in general. This is not specific to this game. That they do that they're just like, hey, here's like a preventative care thing that you could buy multiples of and, you know, protect your party, and then they immediately have you like find one. It's just rude. It is just rude every time. It happens all the time, just flat out, just, oh hey, that was a one-hit kill, all right. Don't mind me, my brain is crossing wires as I'm thinking of just like, oh hey, could you do a Rose Glam in Final Fantasy XIV? The answer is yes. But anyhow, I know we just started, but we have opened a treasure chest. And also, I just like to save. This has changed. Has it though? I know in Metal Gear Solid, my first time through, Psycho Mantis did call me out for being foolhardy and not saving particularly often. And honestly, I think that comes down to a choice of save systems. Things like this, where we have like legitimate save points of just points at which the game says, no, save. There's something about that. Like, okay, so on top of like JRPG mechanics and like the interaction systems of recovery and all of the other junk, there's save systems are another thing that I find absolutely fascinating, because like it has gone through, like we've seen a fair we've seen a fair number of variations on save systems at this point in our lives, and like a lot of modern games just use autosave everywhere, which is fine and useful, and like it's nice. And it's convenient. Like autosaves are convenient as heck. At the same time, I do find myself missing save systems often, where like, especially because like, I don't know, it felt like it mattered more sometimes. Like the thing that's coming to mind, and this is largely in part because almost this is largely in part because I have fallen into the randomizer for it recently, but Majora's Mask has what I think is one of the... Dang it. I think she just mastered her edition. Alright. Let's see what we're in for. Hardblade mastered. It is 35 and 300 damage. 7 additions. Okay. So again, the addition system, we're starting to see those plays, like the variations in the plays of how everything works. More and more, all about the SP, and also good chunk of damage. Hard Blade sure is a lot of damage, not much SP, and you can see that I've rambled about this before, but let's just get into it for a small bit. Whip Smack, 1 addition, 35 SP, which is back to Sword Blade, 200 damage versus 300 damage, which is the percentage, whatever. And like the main difference there is, of course, the risk reward of Hard Blade is actually like really quite difficult to do. The timing for it is like really stuttered and weird. More and more though, all about your SP, not that much damage. Demon's Dance is kind of blowing everything else out of the water here with almost as much SP as more and more at level 1. So I expect those numbers to only go up. And the damage percent of 200 matches Whip Smack and is probably going to outclass Hard Blade in the end. So, well, hey. Again, we're seeing like the system is interesting and kind of weird, but it is like it's actually, you know, it is coming together to some degree. I'm really struggling with this one. But this is 7 hits, so I think I'm just going to leave the Ultimate War God on Rose, and she can start learning that stuff. Can't carry any more items. Of course I can't. Alright, cool. I was just going to use this anyway, so we'll just say heck it, and attack ball. Bye. Body purifier, yay. Anyway, so save systems being fascinating. Like, I think Majora's Mask is one of the most fascinating save systems to me. And I, of course, am speaking about the N64 version of the game because the 3DS version, they changed all of it and made it weird. That tree is kind of adorable. It's like if cactars were upset. But like at a core, you can only hard save your game by playing the Song of Time and resetting the 3-day cycle of that game. I was not paying attention to how those hits played out, but that looked like a lot. Yes. Just whiff the first one. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks like it was quite possibly just standard pacing. I'm kind of curious to give it a shot. But at the same time, I could just not. Welcome to yet another maze. Hey, champ. There's off limits from here. Nobody is allowed to go in. But like, just at that core of the only way to permanently save your game is to... Okay, we've got off-brand chocobos and off-brand cactors. Here we go. But like at any point in time, you can go to an owl statue and like temporarily save your game, and that's like I've seen this also referred to as like a coffee break save, which bless coffee break saves. This is what it comes down to. Just like the I want to just save now and come back to this later. It is about as close as you get to a Who do I trust to do the most amount of damage? You guys have been kicking pretty hard. Almost. Like, it's essentially on par with like a save state in an emulator or some such. Where it's just like some way to just say no. I would like to stop playing now. I just want to make sure that I'm not going to lose data. And like various games have this sort of thing where you can like do this temporary save that will this temporary save that is essentially going to get wiped next time you load it. And I like the short version is I really appreciate that sort of save system just because it gives you that chance of just like, no, I want to save and not lose progress for the immediate sense. And like you kind of saw this a little bit more in like the higher prevalence of this was during like the Game Boy Advanced era, because that was when we had games that were advanced enough that they actually needed to save. This is in fact a dead end. But like during the Game Boy Advance era, you had games that were like advanced enough that they actually needed to save, and you could have like longer term RPG sorts of things. And like, I mean, there were always other games on like Game Boy that could be that were longer or could be saved. But like, I'm thinking of things I can think of immediately for like the original Game Boy were like Pokemon and Link's Awakening, both of which are great games. There we go. And they just allow you to save anywhere flat out. Also appreciated. Boo. But then you have things that think of things like the Final Fantasy VI Game Boy Advance release, which still has the classic save point system and like saving on the overworld and all that, but it also adds a quick save, a coffee break save, whatever you want to call it, the temporary save that's just like here's your save so that you can like stop playing immediately and not lose any progress. But it still plays into the limitations that save points provide. And like this gets into like the weirdness of save points as a game mechanic. Almost. Which you, going back to Majora's Mask, you have that sort of thing as like a having the hard saves only occur when you fully reset the 3-day cycle it makes it to where there is the weighty cost of like when you want to permanently save and you know drop that hard save, you are also saying I'm done with this 3-day cycle and there's nothing else that I want to do in the remaining nights, etc. And it's kind of neat, right? I'm not alone in thinking that, right? It's like that. it's not the best example, but it is like, I don't, it kind of is at the same. The best example is probably Alien Isolation. That was like, apparently that game was like mostly working in development, but they were just kind of running into the save scum problem that you run into with anything that allows for save scum. I should probably pay more attention to everybody's health. But like, you know, you'd have your checkpoints or whatever, and then be like, well, you got caught, go back to the checkpoint, and all that nonsense. And then you you just kind of run into that loop of like, go back to checkpoints, try to do the thing over again, go back to checkpoint, go back to, and like, I don't remember the full story, but essentially during development at some point they realized that this was kind of sucking the fun out of the game, and then somebody, like, they basically put together the idea of like, well, what if we have you do these manual saves at like save point boxes, and also what if we made it to where it takes a while, and part of that is so that you can't save and have like the alien right behind you, and then your save is just screwed to the point that you then load and the alien's right behind you and you just die repeatedly on loop. Like, it is like a threefold problem solving thing. It kind of solves some amount of the frustration loop that can occur in horror games where you're being chased by an invincible monster. Or at least it tries to address that to some degree of success. It addresses, like, the checkpointing is just nonsense and difficult to like put where do we want checkpoints and all that junk. And it addresses like getting bad saves, or like using checkpoints or like quick saves or whatever to like reset AI or things like that. Things that you see in like Dark Souls, where, you know, somebody will quit out to reset the enemy AI, and that prevents, you know, they'll just like run through an area, quit out, and then enemy AI is reset, so nobody's chasing them. Things like that. All right, that's enough rambling. What's up? Please, go ahead. Now remember, I have some important errand to do. What? Hey, wait! I'll catch up with you soon. Look for Lloyd in the meantime. Excuse me? No, nope, Albert. She is mysterious, as always. Meru? Hee. I now remember I have an errand too. You're not going to tell us the reason either, Meru? Oh, I'm just visiting my parents, that's all. That's all? You should have said so. I will miss you, Meru. I'll be back soon. See ya. Well, this sucks. Nope, Dart. That's typical of Meru. Well, let's move on. This is dumb. Alright, well, I like you the least. Albert, you haven't done anything that makes me hate you. Kongo, I'd like to pull you in, but you don't have SP. And I'm willing to guess she took her Ultimate War God with her. Yep. Ooh. Can you hear the seething? I'm greatly displeased by all of these terms of events. It's like, okay, cool, Rose is out. I guess I'll pull Maru in. Oh, guess not. Oh, what edition do you even have equipped? I should have checked that. Alright, not Levitts, let's go. Anyway, save systems are also neat. That's the end of that ramble, I suppose, because now I'm just mad at the game again. Great. I have had his voice very wrong.
Yes. Hero.
This is the button I'm looking for. Cool. So we have 4 editions, and we have very little in any of them. Neat. Everything is fine. Let's go find a wolf that's going to kick our butt. Except it's probably the other way, and if I had gone the other way, then cool. Probably would still have, you know, people in my party that I would like to have in my party. This happens in other JRPGs. I'm trying not to be mad at this one, but me. Bird. Also just kind of floored by how far off I was on Albert's voice. Granted, I did just kind of give him Lavitz' voice. Since, you know, it was available now. Oh, buddy.
Spinning King.
How do I get that voice? How like... Feels like it's just got way too much action for me.
Spinning cane.
Hello, child. Hi. Help! I'll be killed. Abu. This is Kamuy. Everybody surround it. Finally, I have found it. I'll get him. I'll get the 5 times larger prize. Let me kill it. Damn it. Tail, you are all right. Everybody listen, it was not Kamuy's fault. It was a different monster that attacked Fa. Tail, leave Kamuy. No way. Because Kamuy protected Fa, so I'll protect Kamuy this time. Please, don't kill Kamuy. Tail, it's no longer the Kamuy you knew. Many other people were attacked by it. Guys, let's grab Teo first, who's speaking. Stop it! Teo! Pursue them! The wolf called Kamuy. They say it used to be Teo's. I wonder why it became savage. I don't know. The only thing we know is that the wolf is a menace in the forest now. Yep, we sure know that. That's exactly what we know. That's the things. Can't carry more items. We just managed to pick the absolute worst path through this forest, right? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero! Yeah!
It's really not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to hit attack to see if things. But I guess we're Dragoons now. Shauna's the one who's the most Dragoon, and therefore, boy, oh boy. Right. That wheel. Well, at least we only wasted 2 Dragoon stuffs for Shauna and 1 Dragoon stuff for Dart. This way is filled with monsters and is dangerous. Take another road. How about this one? Is it dangerous and filled with monsters and take another road? No. I live here now.
Spinning King! Yes! Go!
Okay, so I think I figured out what is about like this game when a character leaves or like suddenly is forced into the party or whatever. Like I think I figured out why it bothers me so much more in this game than other games. Two theories. We'll go with the first one, and that is that I haven't played this game, so I don't know when that's going to happen, and therefore it's a surprise and never a good one. The other theory is that it is just quite so sudden. I think every time. Like, I'm trying to think of every time that this happened, and it's like Lavitz is suddenly like, no, I must save the king.
Yes! Go! Yeah! Stop! Spinning king! Yes!
But yeah, I think every time that they've, like, forced a party alignment, or, like, party makeup on me, it's been a surprise. It's been just, like, suddenly this character's like, no, I'm leaving, or I have to be part of the party. And just, like, just out of nowhere is like, we were just walking along this forest path. Ugh. Great. But yeah, it's just like, we're just walking across a path. No, just get rid of it. And we're just going along, and then all of a sudden, two of our party members are just like, actually, bye? And just like, super duper mega, just out of nowhere. Okay, that guy's still there.
Yes! Go!
That's not who I wanted to target.
Yes! Go! Stop! Spinning king! Yes! Go!
I am doing very poorly at this combat system. Ugh. Oh, good, another depetrifier. Shauna learned a new magic. Would be great if I could look at what it does without turning into a dragoon. I'm whining again. But yeah, I think all in all that it is just so utterly sudden when a party member just is like, nope, I'm gone, or hey, I'm important, I have to stay here. Alright. The idea of give space is not the correct one. Maybe we should advance. Hey, go home! Kamuy's not bad, go home! We met Fa. Fa is worried about you. Fa is... It's true. Fa doesn't talk anymore since you disappeared, Teo. It is because she really cares about you. Fa cares that much about me? Fa needs you. But... what about Kamuy? He's gonna be killed if I don't protect him.
That's right. You pretended not to not be interested, but you came back for the prize, right? But I won't let you. I'll finish the beast. Teo, come here. It is too late for Kamuy.
Don't come here.
Help!
Dart, we have to let We have to let Kamuy stop? Oh, that was me trying to take a sip of water and crashing it into things instead. We have to let Kamuy stop. Stop it! I have an idea. If it works, I will feel like a genius. If not, I'm going to feel robbed. Well, I feel robbed. Alright, fine.
Spinning king.
Okay, I mean it this time, but... White Silver Dragon. Light, strength 100% all HP. I'm kind of tempted to try it, but that is all of my mana. This sounds like it does both a giant attack and also a big cure.
Rose Storm!
I know I cast that at some point as Lavitz, or at least I think I did. I don't remember if the voice line is different there. He still is not below half health. Well, hey. I succeeded at the wheel of aggravation. Cool. You know what? Let's treat ourselves. So yeah, Dragon Orbital Laser, and also a big cure for everybody. How big of a cure was that? Was that full? Everybody's back to full. Cool beans. There we go. The Darkness Stone. That looks fancy. I'm really hoping that Meru and Rose got that experience too. Kamuy, don't die. I may be contradicting myself. I cannot leave this like that. White Silver Dragon, please. Save Kamuy. Kamuy?
Kamuy is becoming himself again?
Kamuy! Tiny puppy. Oh, I'm glad.
The White Silver Dragon healed the savage soul that changed Kamuy.
Teo, go back to Fa and ensure that you're fine. Kamuy can go back with him, can he?
It seems he's not going to harm people anymore. Fine, if anything happens, I'll take responsibility. It will be the best for Teo and Fa. Teo, let's go home. Everybody's worried about you.
Okay. Thank you, miss. Hooray! Now we can... I don't know. What's up, dude? What if there's still monsters in that other direction, or not? Either way, I'm still grumpy that they took Rose, and with Rose, my ultimate war god, that I... Oh man, I just made myself a lot more mad by remembering what all I went through to get that. Boy. Ooh boy.
Yes! Go! Madness! Hero!
What's the button? There we go. I hate that camera angle. Every time they pull that. Okay, Albert, you've been in the party for like 10 minutes, and you have missed 3 times.
Yes!
Okay, what's...
Spinning King!
Being king.
Can't... Like, I can only get there through, like, an absolute mockery of a voice.
Spinning cane.
Also wrecks my throat going at it. Maybe I should stop.
We'll just stick with Albert way down here, over here in Lavitstown.
Tell you what, I'm getting grumpy. I'm getting salty. Let's go ahead and save. We'll come back to this. Head back to town. Check in on Teo and Fa. Wonder where my party members went. Be kind of mad at this game for a while. And yeah, harumph. Oh, I just have to go somewhere else. It's not a good enough reason to writing in a game. Don't just take a party member and have them say meh because reasons. Like, okay, fine, I'm going to go see my family. Okay, fine, that's a really good reason. You could have, shown more than a single like thing. We had one hint at something for Meru. It was just like, we got off the boat, she was just like, hey, I'm back. And then, oh no, ha 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 ha. Shove it under the rug. That's it. That's all we got. That's all we got ever. There was nothing else to go off of that. And then Rose is just like, actually, I need to leave. And that's all we got. That's all we got out of Rose. No hints or anything that was coming. It was just like, hey, let's just walk down this path. And nope, 2 party members just gone. Cool, great, perfect, fine. Ooh. It really is just the worst. Like, especially because they keep their gear. So that Ultimate War God that I worked so hard for on the dumb ghost ship. Anyway, thank you very much for watching and putting up with me, etc., etc. My name is Bryce. What am I doing? How do we sign off? Thank you very much for watching. I've been Bryce. This has been VHS Play. There we go. Have yourself a lovely evening.